Congratulations, Steve. What a spectacular honor that you're receiving tonight. I met Steve Faber about 31 years ago when I was a young broker working in Kendall Square. At the end of the day, you really do understand that he is a big heart, wonderful guy, incredible integrity, and again, one of the best deal makers, deal ingenuity, forward thinking that I've ever experienced over my 31, 32 years in commercial real estate brokerage.
The first time I met Steve in person was in a conference room over at the Related Beal offices on Milk Street with all the beautiful art and design elements. Steve actually bought me a bowl of soup. Little did I know it was the most expensive and challenging free bowl of soup I'd ever have. Steve is a former rugby player, and I think he brings some of that experience into his career. Rugby, as you know, is a team sport. It can be tough. It's got all sorts of crazy facets and plays. But the players also bring a lot of personality and individuality to the game. And then they celebrate afterward. Steve is clearly skilled and experienced in real estate, but he can be difficult at times, challenging, and even demanding when the situation requires it. But with that, he makes the work fun and enjoyable, and in the end product is generally something to celebrate.
Steve's really experience, his pragmatism, his realism, and frankly, his enthusiasm to help enable a deal was really what pulled us all together. He's a great leader. He's got a wonderful group of professionals that work in his team.
My name is Kimberly Sherman-Stamler, and I've been working with Steve for over 20 years, most recently in the last 12 years since the inception of Related Beal. I get to work very closely with Steve as he leads our life science developments, our ground up developments, our investments, and also on the asset management and operating portfolio side as Steve continues to grow the portfolio, work closely with our tenants, and really leads the vision on our commercial assets.
Yeah, so Steve is a great guy. He's a well-established family man. He's well respected in the industry. And I think that comes from his honest approach. He's very transparent. He sees problems as surmountable. His enthusiasm to get a deal done, his approach, his fairness, and his understanding of what it means to be a tenant, what drives a tenant to the right place is really kind of a testament to his ability to really establishing relationships and making deals come together.
None of this would be possible without the tremendous support of my beautiful bride of 42 years, Leslie, who has given us an amazing family of 4 grown kids, who I am so proud of and really, without question, represent my and our biggest accomplishment.
Steve is a tremendous leader in our industry. He is a go-to person on many topics. One example is his expertise and leadership in the life science industry. Another one is his leadership of the bid in downtown Boston. He is so creative and thoughtful in how he thinks of everything from repositioning assets to creating different uses within a mixed-use development, always engaging with partners, tenants, our communities, and our team in order to drive the best outcome and great successes for our neighbors, tenants, partners, and firm alike.
I'm Mark Giampa, Director of Property Management. I've known Steve for 25 years.
Hi, I'm Erin Orpik. I have known Steve for nearly 20 years. My first impression was probably his energy. He is sharp, direct, often very direct, but also very approachable.
I was intimidated. He looks like Jack Nicholson from A Few Good Men, right? I want you on that wall. You need me on that wall. I remember we were doing the due diligence on D Street 1.0, And Steve says, we're not leaving until this is finished. And we're in the main conference room, and he meant it. We didn't leave until 3:00 in the morning.
For me, it was probably our work together at 1 Kendall Square. He trusted me to help with executing his vision and very aggressive business plan there at a time that I was really just getting started in the industry. 3 words that define Steve to me would be bold, relentless, and inspiring.
I would add brilliant, resilient, and fearless.
And I've known Steve for just about 15 years now. Steve was one of my first clients when the late, great Bill Barrick asked me to help out on a project in the Seaport, known as Seaport Center, which is now 451 D Street. And that's where I met and started my relationship with Steve. I think what sets Steve apart is his tenacity and his conviction on the deals that he does. When Steve sinks his teeth into a deal, whether it's an acquisition or just a lease deal, it's like a dog on a bone, and he doesn't let go. And I think that is really what has separated Steve from a lot of others in this profession. You know, Steve is a loud, excitable guy. When he gets going, get out of the way, because he's coming through like a freight train. I think that as excited as he gets about real estate deals, what really fires him up is talking about his family. His wife, Leslie, his 4 amazing kids, Corbin, Scott, Jamie, and Ashley. But what really, really fires him up, and when you see the lights go on, is when he gets the chance to talk about his grandkids. I think, you know, he's altered the skyline. He's become a great friend to me, but I think, you know, what I really appreciate about Steve is how much he loves his family.
You know, when I think about the values that I try to aspire to, it's really about always being fair, trying to be thoughtful about decisions that I make, never wanting to burn bridges behind us.